Please state your name, what you do, and what you did tonight.
Jeremy Hobbs, director of Colgate Pride. Tonight we hosted our first ever historical Equality for All candidate forum dealing with LGBT issues here in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay, so what was as a moderator? How do you feel the turnout was for tonight?
Outstanding. I won't lie, and when I first went into this, I thought it was going to be a low turnout as far as audience members, but when I saw the audience and the auditorium start filling up, I was very, very, very happy because it showed me that times are changing here in Columbus, Georgia, that people do care about these issues, that people are coming to the table. And what was most important to me was the candidates that came forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, it's political suicide to go to something like this.
Right.
They put that aside and they put their best foot forward and made sure that people here know where they stand on issues for equality, where they stand on issues regarding gender identity, transgender, and non-discrimination ordinances within our city. It was very, very well done as far as the candidates, very civil.
Mm-hmm.
There were no jabs thrown really at each other. We hosted a very, very civil event. I was very pleased with it.
Okay, what do you think that how about the answers that were given tonight? And granted, probably not rank them, but just how do you think the answers were in regards to how cogent were they, and did they represent the candidate well in regards to LGBT and women's rights issues?
I believe on 90% of all the questions that were given, answers, they were well done. From the sheriff's department, even the school board. There was one in particular I did not like, but that's because that's their candidacy. In regards to condom knowledge and usage of condoms in school with school board members. Only one person came forth and said that we need to do more because abstinence only is not working, and that was Kathy Williams. As far as the other folks, they said no, they want to keep it abstinence only. We need to be doing fact-based education, and we need to make sure that these children have every tool at their disposal when it comes time to make those choices. Because, like I said in the question, 13 to 17 age groups are becoming infected with HIV.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell us right there we're not doing enough in the school system. A lot of people want to put it off on the parents. Well, we need to be educators in every aspect of these children's lives, from health to social studies to math to science. And we need to make sure that they're given every bit of information that they need, not pick and choose what we want them to know, because that's not creating a educated community for the future. And they'll go out and make bad choices if they don't have all the information and the tools at their disposal.
Right. And so, in regards to how, if do you think that these individuals as candidates gave the impression that they'd be able to implement their practices or what they proposed tonight in answers to your questions? Do you think that they were able to that they'd be able to implement those in the local area in Columbus, even with the sort of opposition that they might garner in regards to LGBT issues?
Absolutely. I mean, they can only do what they're asked to do.
Right.
And that means that the community is going to have to come forward. We know their response now.
Mm-hmm.
We know where they stand. We know if they're in favor or not. Now it's time for us as community leaders and people in the community to step forward and start bringing these proposals to the table so we can make these changes happen and hold them accountable to their word. And that's exactly what we plan on doing over the next few years.
Do you think that they did enough? That many of these candidates did enough research, and in regards to knowing, say, what the human rights campaigns or HRCs, municipal equality indexes, or cases of discrimination in prison or education or other aspects of civil life, and also, is this something that that they need to improve upon in coming debates?
Absolutely. I mean, most of them did. A few that stood out to me, Mark LaJoy that ran for sheriff, did some extra research on Ashley Diamond's case and even brought a book about it. There was Teddy Reese who went beyond, found the information about the HRC Equality Index and gave us good specific information. I don't think a lot of them did that. They didn't do the research they needed to do to know what those steps were, because a lot of them said, I'm not sure what the specifics are. All you have to do is call our HR director here in Columbus, Georgia, and they'll let you know exactly where we stand, what our points are, and everything else.
Mm.
But overall, everyone did a fantastic job.
And and in regards to publicity for this, how were there any mass media outlets who came tonight?
Yes, WRBL and WTVM, I believe, were here.
Mm-hmm.
They both came. They showed up. WLTZ already told me they were not able to because they shoot news at this time, but that's fine. Chuck Williams was there from the Ledger Inquirer. So it was very good to see so many people out here. Of course, you, Harry, from the Pink Peach News, who I also want to congratulate on submitting such phenomenal questions.
Thank you.
Because the questions that were given, I have had nothing but 100% excellent feedback on. They liked the questions, and they thought they really hit close to home.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that this could also, that LGBT issues can become competitive issues that candidates can say, hey,